This is Nosy.
No, nobody is being recorded.
Yeah, we are.
No, I can't hear a thing. Is it because my headphones aren't plugged in?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Crazy. They are just for looks.
Nobody's being recorded. No, how would I ever know without my headphones?
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the SIP Official Podcast. This is my co-host, Ryland Adams. I'm Lizzie Gordon, and behind the camera, we have Chris B. Stations.
And I low-key hate when you do that because then I feel obligated to go find the assets.
Oh, really?
And when we skip 400 episodes of not introducing the show, I feel like then I have to open 30 project files on Final Cut Pro.
That's a lot of project
to go
files,
back
brother.
and search. So why don't we just not intro the show? I feel like it's safer that way.
Should we
anyways.
just tell everyone right now, big announcement? Big announcement. This just in, hot off the presses. We will never introduce this show again. If you don't know who you're watching, then just pretend like you enjoy it anyway.
So Lizzie's here making me work on a holiday. Can you believe that? Why do holidays always fall on a Monday, which is our recording day? It feels evil.
It feels like that's just what the government's thing is. They're like, oh, it's a Monday? Let's make Friday a holiday. Let's normalize Friday as a fucking holiday. None of us want to be there anyway. Nobody's there. We're physically there, but we're all disassociating.
And is it always just... Because Monday just becomes then Sunday. Giving people Friday, you have an extra...
You have a real extra day.
I mean, I know it makes the same, but it doesn't.
But no, it doesn't.
And
it's
just,
like ending a lunch at 3 instead of 4. Do you know what I'm saying?
I just wish, instead of being like the first Monday or the last Monday or it's like, just give it a fucking date, okay? And then it falls where it falls. Because I'm sick of working through the holiday.
Don't ask for that. Don't manifest that. We want a 3-day weekend.
You just want it to be Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we could alter our schedule, but no, we can't.
No.
No.
That's not up to us. We don't make the rules. If we made the rules, we would be on like a 28-day monthly calendar.
It's just like, see you at 11:30 on Monday, or we're never going to show up.
Or bust, bitch.
So Lizzie's being nosy. She's looking at my phone before we're recording, and she's starting to drag me over my choices.
Well, he has 2 children, but only one is the wallpaper on his phone.
Well, I will say with iPhone, you can have multiple backgrounds.
Do you?
can hold in and swipe over.
Do you?
And the other thing is I have a bunch of photos of other people holding both of my babies.
That's so crazy. You only have one lock screen.
No, you just don't know how to use an iPhone. You hold in.
Uh-huh.
Oh, maybe I don't know how to do it either. How do you change your background?
Yeah, change your...
But, there it is.
Okay.
Okay, I have one of both of them. Another
okay.
I don't have any of just me.
What the fuck is that?
Wow, she isn't a true fan. She doesn't remember this. My hairline has truly come a long way.
Wait, was Shane making you over? We were talking about your hair behind your back the other day.
What about it?
My whole family was talking about how my son's probably going to be bald because of me.
What?
Yeah, because I guess it's from the mother.
I'll
like the
start him
side.
on finasteride early.
That's what I said. I said, Ryland's been taking finasteride and his hair is fucking gorgeous.
And the doctor told me this won't reverse any of your previous receding. It will just help thicken what you have. And let me tell you, like 3 or 4 years later, for me anyways, I have now baby hairs growing in that have become full hairs.
Yeah.
And it's starting to repair my hairline. And I'm so glad that I went because I went to the celebrity hair doctor that all of the celebrities go to. Mm-hmm. And he suggested, like right out the gate, doing a hair transplant. No. And it would have cost $25,000, but B, it's very invasive. The recovery is a long time. They've been hypothesizing that Justin Bieber got that. Did you see that?
I was just going to bring that up. Yes, I buy it.
You do?
Yeah.
I didn't look into it. I saw the headline and then I was just like, even if he did, let him have his great hairline.
Yeah,
if he
who
wants
cares?
His great hairline.
It's beautiful. It is, honestly, it's a good hairline now, but there is a lot of evidence that supports the fact that he had a receding hairline and he has since received plugs. But you're right about the recovery, and sometimes people get like balloon forehead where it's the pain of it swells the shit.
Well, they literally take a sliver off the back of your head and then sew your scalp back together. Remove every hair follicle from that piece of scalp that they removed.
That's really gross.
And then one by one place them while you're awake. So you just sit in that chair for, depending on how much you're going to do,
if you
8
got
hours
any more
while you're just awake.
I would throw up. That was disgusting to hear about.
Okay, anyway, right now my background is just me and Max because they're growing out of their outfits. You blink, you don't look at your outfits enough, and they're already too big for their outfit. So I was doing this we're putting them in different outfits. They're cute outfits that are hard to put on every day. And I just got a really cute photo of me and Max in his polo outfit that was going to be the first and last time he wore it. Oh. And it was so cute. I had to make it my background. But what I was saying is I'm always the one conducting the photos of people holding both of my babies at the same time. I'm always like, hold them both. I'll take a photo. I don't have really any of those.
I have one favorite picture of, I think, the 4 of you, Shane, and the babies.
At Easter?
No, I wasn't here for Easter.
Oh, you took it of us?
Yeah.
Are you going to send it to me?
I have, or maybe I just sent it to Shane. I don't know. You guys, it was bath time, but it was really cute. And I just got a picture. I think it's the 4. I'll look.
Okay.
Because I barely text Shane, so it's probably like first on the docket.
But it will go,
It's
whatever.
really cute. They're tiny, tiny boys in it, though. It's not current.
Okay.
It's ancient.
So your big nursery makeover is happening, which I have such a qualm with because her dad's in town. This podcast has been around for 28 years, and we've never had Lizze's family members grace our show.
My mom was in the back one time.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But your dad wants to be here.
Yeah.
And Lizze will not let him show up. And I said, at least let him take a lunch break and meet us for the food portion. Let him join the car. He wants to join the car. And she said he gets a strawberry yogurt at noon and that's it.
Yeah, he's working. Well, my dad's doing so listen.
Why can't your husband do the work and your dad can join
because
us?
I want my dad to do it.
I said, your dad can have a break. He's been doing this for 5 days now. Put your husband, tag team. Your husband goes in, your dad goes out, and your husband does something.
My husband has other chores to do.
Like what?
Our whole house is exploded because of this. So we're now doing our spring cleaning to get rid of everything that we don't need.
It feels good, huh?
It's gonna.
Once
right
that
now
truck
it's
leaves
fucked.
your house.
Yeah.
Woo, mama.
Yeah. No, my dad's only in town for a short period of time, and he has I feel so lucky to have the family that I do. Like, my mom and my stepdad came, and having my dad come, and my dad's completely doing the nursery. He built every piece of furniture in it. He hung every shelf. He's trying to figure out a lighting solution because the lights in the nursery are hellacious.
Are you going to put in some sconces?
I don't know what that means.
Well, that's a sconce.
No.
You put in a little bit. It's really not a hard job.
I will not be doing that. But here's why.
There's a light switch
and
a sconce.
Because we were going to.
Okay.
And then we realized that the holes in the ceiling where the can lights are not can lights. They're like LED lights that plug in like a phone. Like there's no real electrical wire run there. So we have no options. This house sucks, by the way.
Wait, so what are you doing?
So that's what we're trying to figure out right now. I can't tell you what we're doing because it's not finished and you're getting a big reveal. But we have one minor. We're doing a lot of practical lights around the room.
And they do have, even on Amazon, you could get like sconces that are battery operated or solar operated.
Yeah, so I just was looking online before we started rolling because I have one solution. The point is, it's too fucking bright in that room.
A lot of lamps are the way to go anyway because the overhead lighting is so much.
It's not the business. So yeah, we're trying to figure out a lighting solution as we speak that's like on theme with the room. But honestly, like there's something very special for me in my heart. Like this is what makes me want to cry, is having my dad build my baby's room.
Right.
Because it's like, you should see the love he's putting into it. I told you I was going to be a crybaby today. Like Joe's finally home from his trip and I'm like, literally like I was sick because he was gone. Like that's what was wrong. Like I feel better. I mean, I'm in a lot of pain right now, but I feel better because he's back. But just
to be pregnant and alone
makes you shit.
Not the business.
No, gives you diarrhea. Get your husband home, girl. What the fuck? So yeah, no, I mean, just having my dad and Joe home, like it's really, really nice. And to see all the love that's going into my dad's efforts in my boys' room is like, it's just devastating. It's so sweet. There will not be a reveal this week on my YouTube channel, though. We are not done.
Right. And I was like, don't be crazy. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Like, even though, yes, it will be fun for YouTube, who cares?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, instead, I filmed a video with my dad because there's like this thing on TikTok where it's like 7 questions to ask your dad before it's too late. And by the way, warning.
Why didn't you tell me to do this with my mom when she was on the podcast?
I wasn't thinking, girl. I wasn't thinking. But honestly, it's not for the faint of heart. I was like crying through it. I like watched it back. I'm like crying. I had to do it in black and white because he's still working in the nursery and I didn't want to reveal the nursery. So
you're putting out a black and white video. You couldn't step out of the nursery for 2 seconds.
No, but it's like a stylistic choice because it's a sweet nostalgic thing.
I think
it's like
you should put it up after the nursery reveal so we can see it. I can't watch a video in black and white.
No, it's like an archival piece. Like it's like a piece for my family. I like the black and white. It's a stylistic choice. It's like Sophie's choice.
Now I can't.
Well,
tune
it's
in.
not like Sophie's choice.
You've ruined it for me. Like you've lost your audience.
You're trash. My audience has a higher sense of taste than you. But yeah, don't do it if you're not ready to scream cry. Don't do it.
So that will be already up when you're watching this.
Yeah, like one of the questions is like, what do you want me to remember after you're gone? Oh. Are you fucking kidding me? Can you imagine hearing your mom say that and watching that back?
Wait, you tell him what you want?
No, you ask your dad these questions.
So hypothetically, you're dying before your dad? This sucks.
No. What does my dad want me to remember after he's gone?
Oh, okay.
Maybe you shouldn't do this with anyone. You just sit someone down. You're like, listen to this stuff about me. This is what I want you to remember after I'm gone.
Well, have you ever thought about what you want your legacy to be?
Yeah, dude. What do you think I'm doing here?
Oh, this
is my fucking legacy. Listen up, son. Your mom's a whore. Just kidding. I was thinking that on the way here. I was like, wow, I've said some stuff on the internet that I can never take back.
So the reunion with Joe.
Yeah.
Was it nice?
It was a bumpy meshing.
Well,
I mean, it's like hard at first because I'm like so mad.
Oh, you're holding a grudge like Jet.
I was holding a grudge. My dogs were holding a grudge. Joe came home and he started crying. He's like, they don't remember me. I was like, no, they remember you. Like, we're all mad. Like, you've been gone for 40 days. That's a long time. We all had diarrhea. Where the fuck have you been?
Seriously.
Yeah, no. It's really lovely to have him back. Like, I'm sleeping better. I just love him so much. He's so cute. He's helping a lot, which is really, thank the Lord in heaven above, because I need help right now. And he's like, before I left this morning, he's like, remind me the things I have to do, and then wrote them down on a whiteboard as a to-do list.
Cute.
And then also texted me that I have to get him charcoal on the way home, and it's like,
what is charcoal?
That's what I said. I was like, charcoal?
Oh, for the barbecue?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Is that safe for you?
I don't know.
Are you allowed to eat things over charcoal?
I don't know.
Me either.
I'll look into it.
Ask
Chris
Gwyneth
is Googling.
Paltrow.
Well, if Gwyneth Paltrow is saying it's okay, then it must be okay.
It must be. Although he picks and chooses what's okay, you know?
Does he?
I mean.
What do you think he's picking and choosing?
Well, he drinks alcohol.
Right, but that's not affecting my body.
No, but it's affecting his.
His semen.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair.
I'm happy to have Joe back too, because maybe I'll get my best friend back.
Maybe.
I haven't seen you in years.
I know, it's been awful. One more Monday.
One more Monday.
I have to rush home to finish my nursery. I have to drive Christopher to the... And by the way, my dad sends his deepest regrets, and he wishes that he could be here to meet the audience. And he knows that you're so disappointed he's not here.
Well, and my babies are like, where are you, Chris?
I know.
To Fermagary.
Chris says it says charcoal should be safe. Okay. I feel like I've been talking a lot, but I also... Should we just segue into the horrible thing that happened last week?
Oh, okay.
Or do you have something?
No, I'm into it. I don't have that much going on.
Oh, you don't?
Just a bunch of Am I the Assholes, My Own Life edition, which... probably will be, yes, Ryland's the asshole.
Oh, no.
So we'll get there.
Do you want to do one?
No.
Are you sure?
I'll do them back to back. It will be a fun little segment.
Well, when we were walking out here, we looked at one of Ryland's hedges, and he's like, what the fuck is my gardener doing? And it literally looks like a hedge from Whoville.
Well, she then looked over and she was, because it had not caught my eye yet. And she goes, yeah, what the fuck is your gardener doing? And it looks insane. Like, and then, insane.
Honestly, like, the way that it boils down for me is like, I don't think he's doing anything. Like, that's not a that's not a trimmed hedge.
He's upcharging me to like put the new lawn in, and because that's taking a lot of his time that he's getting paid for, then he skips the weekly maintenance. So he's next on my to-do list now that like the bigger projects are done.
Yeah.
The pool guy.
Pool's blue.
It's working.
Pool's blue.
And he's texting me.
Yeah.
How's it holding up? I think he got the memo. Yeah. I've confronted him like 3 times and he's working. So now, thank you.
We love an accountable king and a man who stands his ground.
It's the gardener's turn.
Yeah. He needs to nut up or shut up. When my gardeners did our grass, they just like picked like a rainy day and went out and threw a bunch of shit down. And then our grass just came back. Like, it doesn't seem like it's that hard.
Well, we're fighting a little, I think we're fighting a little more of the elements out here in the mountains.
Right.
With rabbits eating and pissing
on
and pooping on my lawn, gophers, moles, coyotes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Rattlesnakes.
But it seems like he knows how to come at the most inopportune times. It's like I've made 2 bottles and I'm feeding babies and he shows up with the fucking blower. Or we're filming the podcast last week for Shane's podcast and he's blowing at the window that we're filming inside of. And it's like, of course you know how to show up when I can't go out and confront you about your shitty job.
Yeah.
It's like I have my hands tied.
Yeah.
So I can't even confront him. I'm like, I need to schedule a meeting with this motherfucker.
It's hard. Our gardener's been blowing at our doors and then the exhaust just gets sucked into the house and it's like, I don't want to smell that. Also, what are you blowing at my house?
Shane goes, it seems like all he does is blow. And what's he blowing and where is he blowing it?
And also, like, there's no emissions regulations on blowers. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're killing the world.
You can buy electric ones now, but I'm sure.
But do they?
No.
No, I can
My
smell the
blower's
gas.
electric.
Oh, good.
I have one that I use sometimes to like do the courtyard and it's electric.
Beautiful. I love that for you. Look at you doing your part.
Look at me, an
Thinking about
economic queen with my huge Mercedes gas guzzler.
No. You're thinking about the 7th generation. You're doing good. You've got an electric blower.
Okay, your horrible week. Today's podcast is sponsored by Rocket Money, and you're going to be shocked when I tell you that nearly 75% of people have subscriptions they've completely forgotten about. It's completely bonkers out in these streets between streaming services, fitness apps, and delivery services. It's literally never ending. I had, and I'm not proud to say this, but about 20. And with Rocket Money, the sense got kicked into me and I realized, what are you doing, brother? Stop it. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. With Rocket Money, I have full control over my subscriptions and a very clear view of my expenses. I can see all my subscriptions in one place, and if I see something I don't want, Rocket Money can help me cancel it with just a few taps. I love how the dashboard shows me this month's spending compared to last month, so I can clearly see my spending habits. Plus, they'll help you create a custom budget and keep your spending on track. I am such a visual person, so since I've been using Rocket Money, I'm actually spending less because I'm so much more conscious. I get notifications about my spending. When I'm in the app, I can just see what's going on, and I'm so much more likely to follow a budget and spend less money because I'm always looking. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate to lower your bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is submit a picture of your bill and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll deal with the customer service for you too. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of 500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/sip. That's rocketmoney.com/sip. rocketmoney.com/sip.
I had so right now in my pregnancy, like they do a checkup every month.
And where are you in your pregnancy?
I don't know.
Come on, tell us.
No,
People every week on the podcast are like, are we going to get a bump date? Like an actual bump date? It's like, I'm this many weeks pregnant. These are my symptoms. This is what's going on this week.
Oh, this is kind of a bump date.
Okay.
So this was...
How many weeks? We've got to start there.
I'm 25 weeks pregnant.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, I just, to be completely honest with you, like the way that they're counting all of this is making me irate.
None of it makes sense.
None of it makes sense. Mm-hmm. I'm in my sixth month of pregnancy, but am I 6 months pregnant? I don't know.
You start adding everything up and you're like,
someone's gaslighting me. Like none of it checks out. Joe got mad at the app too. He goes, because it's like, your baby's the size of an eggplant. It's like, he's like, eggplants vary drastically. Like eggplants are very different sizes. And I was like, yeah, now you get it. You asked me. I didn't want to look. I've been mad for months. You haven't cared. I've been mad for months. Everyone keeps asking, what kind of fruit would you liken it to? Like, I wouldn't liken it to a single fruit because it's all a lie. Anyway, before Joe got home, I started having these really...
oh my God.
What? That was rude.
No. No,
for audio only people like my dad, I just pulled up my sweatshirt so he saw my stomach and goes, "Oh my God!"
Well, it's an actual baby bump now.
Yeah, there's a fucking eggplant
I didn't
in
see
there.
you in 1 week, and it's actually a baby bump.
This motherfucker is so big.
Stand up and wiggle it around for us.
Do you know how hard standing up is? I'll stand up at some point. When we quit rolling, just stay rolling, and I'll stand up at that point. But the up and the down is a lot for me right now.
Wow.
So before Joe got home, I had started noticing some like this weird sensation where my whole front of my stomach would get really, really tense and really tight and really firm. But it didn't hurt. Like there was no pain. Like I have consistent rib pain that just never goes away on one side. That's another problem.
So is that where when in the ultrasounds is his head or his butt on the side?
That's not from him. The massage therapist that I started going to after I was assaulted at Brooke Williams.
Oh, we'll get to Tabitha.
We already did.
Oh, well, I know, but there's some follow up.
So the massage therapist that I saw felt in my back on my like lower left lumbar or something. I have an injury that never healed. That's not from Tabitha, but it's an old injury, probably from like God knows when. But he said that when you're pregnant, a hormone, is it progesterone?
That is a pregnancy hormone.
Is it? Am I even saying it right?
Well,
that's like I'm having a stroke.
Like when our surrogate was getting the progesterone levels had to be a certain level for her to transfer. So I would assume so.
So when you're pregnant, I guess that gets elevated and that can cause a lot of inflammation. So he's saying that is causing my old injury to sort of like be inflamed and upset. And because of that, it's pulling on my ribs. So I have to, that's why I was doing those weird things in your room earlier. Cause I'm just trying to bring circulation to that area so that my ribs don't hurt the worst.
Have you done any physical therapy in pregnancy?
I asked at my last doctor's appointment and the nurse was like, you're going to have to ask the doctor. But then, so I go in, I'm having the tummy tightening and it's like, it's not happening a lot, but it maybe happened like twice in a day. And it didn't even go on for a full week before my checkup. So every time you go to the doctors, they give you a questionnaire, which was, I sent you a picture of the questionnaire. It had me dying laughing because it was like, do you find yourself crying more than usual or excessively? And it's like, well, I've always cried excessively, so it's not more than usual. Like, I don't know how to answer this. Do you have thoughts of anxiety and dread? It's like, yeah. Who doesn't? And it's like, I don't know if it's pregnancy related or not, but like, I've always feared the worst. Like, I have PTSD in the house, girl. Like, what do you mean? Just circling. No. I'm like laughing in the waiting room by myself. Sending pictures to Ryland. Laugh. No. So like they always ask you that shit and then you go in and they're like, they weigh you. And I was like, can I go pee first? And can I take my jacket off and my shoes off? Because these motherfuckers keep telling me I'm gaining too much weight.
That's so...
It's like, guys, I shitted for 8 days straight, nothing but liquid and couldn't consume any solids. So I don't know how the weight is coming on. My baby must be fucking huge. So it's probably not a goddamn fucking eggplant.
But also,
anyway,
how can anybody tell you you're gaining too much weight? What if you just have a big baby?
That's what I'm saying.
A big ass healthy baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, guys, but like I could not consume solids. So like, there's no way I'm like excessively eating. Like, if anything, I'm having a protein drink because I can't get anything else down.
That's, yeah.
No, my birthing class is also like, has anybody had any weird things with weight? And I was like, yeah, my doctor can't stop telling me I'm fat as fuck. And she's like, oh, and how did that make you feel? And I was like, I don't know, helpless. Because what am I supposed to do? She goes, that's a really good place to be. And I was like, did you hear what I said?
It's really scary because even with the pediatricians and stuff, I feel like they've done all the schooling. They have a lot of information, but everyone's body and baby is so different that it can make you feel crazy if you're a person that's so by the doctor. If you're like going to take everything the doctor says as the Bible, you're going to spiral into oblivion. Sometimes you just have to go with your gut. Yes.
Yeah. Could fuck you or your baby up. Like, you're the one who's with you every day. You're the one who's with your baby every day. If your intuition is telling you something's off, listen to your intuition. That was the other thing. Like, people keep saying, you need to eat more greens. You need to eat more dark greens. It's like every time I eat dark greens, my body rejects it. Like, literally, it cannot. I get horrible bloating. I can't fucking move. I can't move. I literally can't work out. I don't sleep. I shiss. It is not for me right now, guys. I'm taking folic acid. Like, I'm supplementing with fruits. Stop pressuring me with your fucking spinach. It is not the time or place for your spinach. So I sit down and then the nurse starts asking all the leading questions. Like, have you, and the way that they do it is like, it's manipulative. Because they don't want you to be scared into not telling them the truth. And it's like, you already hit me with that questionnaire. I know I should lie to you. So then she goes, are you noticing like any like leakage that's not like pee? Like, you know, like maybe it's like amniotic fluid. And I'm like, no, amniotic fluid leakage is also like, this is my first baby. Tell me what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, how's a bitch supposed to know? It's like, the first time you asked, I got severely stressed out by you saying that. So I Googled it and now I know what amniotic fluid leakage looks like. But lead with a description of that next time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a novice.
Right.
Play on my level. So I know, no leakage. She goes, have you noticed any like tightening of your stomach or whatever? And I had Googled it, and in our birthing class, we talked about it, and it's Braxton Hicks contractions. If you don't feel the pain all the way around, you're not having a real contraction. But if your stomach is tightening, it's a Braxton Hicks thing, and it can start normally at 20 weeks and go throughout your pregnancy. And it can be an indication of something being wrong. But if it's not happening all the fucking time, and it's not paired with vaginal bleeding or amniotic sac fluid leaking, it's probably just nothing, or you're dehydrated. And like, honestly, I was shissing for 8 days. Girl, I was dehydrated. I was fucking dehydrated because you told me to eat greens. Play with me, bitch. God damn them. Anyway, I say, yes, I've been having a tightening of the tummy. And she goes, oh, the other thing, these bitches are always like, don't stress about anything. Stress is a killer. Stress is not good. Stress will send you into labor. And it's like, you stress me out more than anyone I've ever fucking met in my life. The way that you guys talk to me is nuts. And I know you're not just talking to me like this, because they're also very nice, but it's like, learn how to talk to a person you're telling not to be stressed out.
Right.
Especially if stress is a killer and will send me into labor. Like, let's chill then. Let's be chill. So she goes, okay, well, I'm going to go. You just wait right here. And this has never happened to me before. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just wait right here. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just gonna wait right here. My husband's fucking across the country. Like, my dad's at LAX waiting for me to pick him up. Like, I'm just gonna wait right here. Everything's fine. This is a fine thing. So she like leaves. And then she comes back. She says, so I told the doctor about the tightening in your stomach, and she's very concerned. So we're gonna do a full pelvic exam and check on your cervix. And I just learned what a cervix is, thank God, at my birthing class.
I'm not sure that I know what that is.
So it's this thing that gets long and hard when you're pregnant, and it's like a tunnel that is between the vagina and my uterus, and there's like a mucus plug in it and all that, and it protects your baby and keeps it stopped up there.
Oh, wow.
And when you're ready to go into labor, your mucus plug drops.
And that's water breaking?
No.
Oh.
Your mucus plug your mucus plug drops, and then your cervix gets soft and squishy and short, so that there's less of a space for your baby to come out, to have to push through.
Okay.
Your water breaking is when the sac holding the baby bursts and the amniotic fluid comes out. So that's why they want to make sure like there's no rupture in your amniotic sac or your cervix, because that kind of leakage, like, you have to go on bed rest and do a bunch of things. Well,
that's what I did watch part of the first episode of the Kardashians. And when Kourtney had to get her emergency fetal surgery, they had to poke a hole in the sac to do the surgery. She didn't elaborate on what exactly the surgery was for, but she said then she was on bed rest after because there was a hole in her sac. So she literally had to just be in her bed.
On fluids, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nuts. I didn't even know the episode was out.
Yeah.
Crazy. Does anyone care?
Kim posted that it's #1 on Hulu, but I'm also very confused if it's Hulu or Disney Plus. Like, can you still watch both platforms, or when Disney bought Hulu, or...
I'll watch it when I have lunch today.
Okay.
That's interesting, though, because usually I know when these things come out, because I love to hate watch. Anywho. So that's the cervix and the mucus plug. And I could be wrong. So please don't take anything I say as factual. Do your own research always. Critical thinking is really important this day and age. So I go back there and shit, I'm trying to think about how much I should actually share, because it's a little bit embarrassing.
Well, just do it.
It's a lot. Like, it's not something I would ever look my father in the eyes and say. And he's listening. So I guess we won't make eye contact. Anyway, so I go in and they're like, we have to do a full cervix exam, and because we are concerned you are in preterm labor. They're like, your baby is big enough now that it can survive outside the womb. And if your body is trying to push it out, we're going to get him out right now. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, can I text my husband really quickly? Because he's out of town. My husband's been out of town for 42 days, and it's a really bad time for me to be in preterm labor. Just so you know, no one's there to give my dogs egg in the middle of the day and a walk. And
I'll be there.
You can't do egg o'clock.
Well, yes, I can.
You can't handle that.
I can boil an egg.
No, you can't.
You don't have any ready in
know what it's like giving Bubs an egg.
I would try.
You would not. You would be so nasty
I'd
to
be
him.
up on the counter, like dangling it down.
You're the last person I'm letting do egg o'clock, by the way. If you want to be helpful,
Joe do it?
Yes. But he was in fucking New York. So I was like, all right. She's like, so we have to do a full pelvic exam, undress from the waist down. Here's the other thing. My doctor, I do really like her. When I want something done, she does it, even if she's rolling her eyes at me, which I appreciate. Because a lot of doctors, you have to hold a fucking gun to their head and say, no, I want a goddamn fucking mammogram. Write it up in a way that it's covered by my insurance. You know how I play. Okay.
Anyway, put the guns down.
Anyway, so now she's stressing me the fuck out. I go, okay. So I also, dude, was not thinking someone was going to be up in my snatch that day. My asshole is fucked up from all the shissing I've been doing. Like,
you have like the cream that burns in your ass that smells.
I do. My asshole, what looked like it had been
that cream is magic, by the way.
It truly
Whatever
is.
I had going on, knocked out in a day.
Yeah.
Because of that cream.
Yeah.
Thank God I went to the ass doctor and found that for both of us.
Honestly, for real.
What is it called? Like Calmastine or something?
Something like that. They sell it at Costco too.
It's like green packaging and a pink cream. Get it if your ass is on fire.
Get it. So my asshole was covered in it.
Stinky, by the way.
It's minty. It's like a minty smell. It's not stinky.
The first time you put it on, like Lizzie goes, oh my God, my asshole's burning. It's on fire. Is it? And I was like, that means it's working.
And then after a while, you love the burn. That's what's crazy about it. Sometimes you don't even have a problem. You're like, I want my butt to burn. So I'm covered in butt burning fucking pink shit like my asshole's like I've been boofing cocaine for days.
Don't get your finger back there. It might burn.
And for them to get into my snatch, you have to scooch all the way to the end of the table. So no matter what, she's seeing my asshole. She has seen all of my asshole. And she's really rough with my snatch hole. Or as the doctors would say, vagina. And she shoves that metal speculum in there so gnarly that my face gets flush and I like go every time. And Joe said if he is ever in the room when it happens again, he's going to say that he needs her to go slowly and softly on me, which is because he was traumatized by what happened last time. And honestly, every time it hurts inside. So I'm going through that. And she goes... I really don't know if I should share this next part. It's embarrassing.
Well, it's something she said.
No, it's
about you?
Yeah.
I really want to know.
I know. Okay. So, so I'm just sharing this because I feel like not everybody's hella transparent about most things.
Click out if you're related to Lizzie.
I would like my mother-in-law, my father, and my mother and my stepfather to please exit the chat.
Can my mom stay?
Yeah, Vicky can stay. Vicky's always welcome.
Okay.
So sometimes when you get pregnant, you get violently horny all the time.
Okay.
And so I decided when we were talking about the pelvic floor wand, I wasn't going to get a pelvic floor wand, but I was going to get something else.
A dildo.
Right.
Oh, well, what would something else be?
No, I said right. I'm just not going to say it because I'm mortified.
Okay, right.
So then keep in mind, I have just told the doctor my husband has been out of town for 42 days. Oh. She goes, have you had sex in the last 24 hours? And I think to myself, like, she's going to see inside if like there's any sort of like evidence of foul play. And so I go, and I don't want to tell her. I can't even say the word. Like, I'm a mortified woman. Society has made me feel like I'm not allowed to masturbate.
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
So I just said yes. Because I didn't want to tell her anything else. So instead I told her I'm cheating on my husband, which I'm not. I just didn't want to tell her I had jacked off because I was embarrassed, and I'm embarrassed right now.
That is crazy.
It is crazy.
It's crazy.
And I'm so hot right now.
Me too. And I'm afraid there's so much plugged into this shed right now that if I turn on the air, we're going to lose
power. My face is burning.
Should we take off our hoodies?
I might have to. I can't. I don't think I'm wearing a shirt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I might have to put my hair up though.
I did that to myself on the walk this morning and I thought, you fucking idiot.
No, I am wearing a shirt, but it's like, it's not for that pod.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I tell her I'm cheating on my husband, right?
What did she say?
Well, I also I asked follow-up questions because it's like, why are you asking? She goes, okay, so if you have had sex in the past 24 hours, then I cannot do one of these tests that I want to do that rules out within a 1% margin chance that you are in preterm labor.
You're like, well, there isn't sperm in there.
No, I was like, oh, is that like something that the male releases, or is it like something that's just inherent with me? And she goes, well, even if you had a pelvic exam recently within the past 24 hours, we couldn't do it. And I was like, I have had sex. On my way out, they're like, we're gonna need to schedule another like syphilis test, and I was like, that's fine, because I'm a whore. That's fine. I'm a whore. I whore around. I'm not masturbating. No, I can't tell her that. I can't tell her I'm doing my own pelvic floor massages with a fucking dildo. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's a pelvic floor wand, Dr. Farshi. So they do the full exam. Not to brag, but my cervix is long and hard. Okay. So I am not in preterm labor. I am just dehydrated from shissing because doctors keep telling me to eat more greens.
Did you purchase some of the electrolytes?
No, but I've also been having a hard time even drinking my jug of water. So like I haven't, and you're supposed to have like at least 64 ounces. That's only 60 ounces. So I'm drinking 2 jugs a day. I have not had a tightening since I've been drinking two jugs a day. And everything's fine, but just the level of like stress level midnight when I went into that, the way that they were talking to me about everything was just like way too much. But I am grateful that we did the vaginal ultrasound and we see all these things inside. And like, she's like, you know, a good cervix is like 3 inches. And she's like, yours is 5. And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay. I was like, let your friends know, girl. I'm a whore with a long, hard cervix. And so then we like wrap up. This bitch never gives me something to wipe the jelly off.
Again?
Ever. So I got jelly in my snatch. I got jelly all over my stomach. She just puts my shirt down.
That's
and I was
crazy. That's like having sex and then not cleaning up.
It's so rude. Like, I need to remember this next time. I bring a purse, but I don't really use a purse. You know that. I just bring a purse so they don't call CPS because I'm a sloppy bitch. So I'm going to now keep wipes in my purse, knowing full well that she might go stress level midnight and have to put some jelly in my snatch.
How
and I'm
can
gonna
she
have to wipe
just
it out.
watch women like pull up?
She doesn't watch us do it. She makes us sit there pantsless going... She's like, you can put your legs down. It's like, I'd prefer to keep them up until you give me a fucking wipe. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to shove my legs shut on this. And then when she's gone, like, I look around and there's no wipes. And I'm not about to just start opening drawers in a doctor's office. Like, that's wild behavior. There's no napkins in the little napkin dispenser, which also, like, they don't absorb anything anyway. So it's just like patting yourself with a receipt from CVS. It's a nightmare.
And it's crazy, even for loud motherfuckers like us, when you're in positions like that, where you're naked or you're at a doctor's office and they're in this like comfortable position because that's where they are every day and you don't know. Yeah. It's like, you're just like, the last thing you want to do is be like, hey, can you give me a cum rag?
Yeah. Could I get a sock to wipe the cum off my tummy? So then I pull my like pants back, my like yoga pants back on, and like I'm damp from the jelly because it's all over my fucking body. And I'm leaving. I get in an elevator and this girl comes in the elevator with me and she just goes, and at first I'm like, oh my God, am I just like dropping jelly clots everywhere? And then she goes, I was just listening to your podcast. I cannot believe you didn't say anything in that massage. I am so sorry that happened to you. So like, hey girl. I was like, wait, in the elevator, I was like, just wait till you hear what happened to me today. It'll be on the pod next week. Stay tuned, Jules. I can't remember if you said your name was Jules or for short, but I know she was cool. Her name was just Jules. Julia. I was panicked. I was in a panic.
I was looking through the emails today and somebody said, look what Lizzie did to Tabitha. And she screenshotted everyone after the episode went live was going to and finding the massage place and leaving more reviews.
Wow. I didn't know they left more reviews. I was getting only updates when people commented on my comment. People left reviews.
Well, and then they were how much engagement did your comment
I don't know. I don't know how to check.
And
I would
she's
just get
messaging
updates.
me. She's like, my phone is lighting up like a Christmas tree with the amount of people engaging after the episode went live. And I was like, good. I hope the manager sees it. And she's like, no, I have to delete it. And I was like, I'd leave it for like an hour or something. Let the manager shake a little bit.
Oh, you didn't say an hour or something. You just said let him like leave it.
So it's still live?
Yes, because you told me I should leave it.
Will you go back and look at it, Chris, on Yelp? But so somebody screenshotted, there's more people just leaving 1-star reviews.
Oh my God.
Do not come here. Tabitha needs to be locked. For hurting my pregnant friend. Worst spot ever. Oh, Tabitha hurt my pregnant friend. Wow. Crazy what you did, Elizabeth.
I mean, I'm a little sorry, but I'm really not.
But you don't want it to happen to another pregnant person who doesn't have a platform.
No. Yeah. This is for the platformless.
There's so many. Which one is it?
It's Burke Williams in Hollywood. Oh.
Should we give... Don't go leave more. They've had enough.
Yeah. They get it. They get it. I wanted to end that whole conversation with... So Joe and I have come up with a multitude of plans in case I do go into preterm labor, because I was told by the doctor that if I have multiple Braxton Hicks contractions within an hour, I need to go to to labor and delivery. So if I am with you when that happens, you're in charge of taking me in my car, because Joe and I share a car. You have to take me in my car to the hospital, and then you have to Uber yourself home.
That's fine.
Okay, I just want to let you know.
Okay, that's fine. Why do they tell you need to count your baby's movements? Because I see that everywhere, and I'm always like, why?
So that's a later in pregnancy thing. They also kept asking me that, like, are you feeling your baby moving? I was like, oh yeah. And they were like, is it just flutters though? And I was like, no, like this bitch is moving. Like,
I can't wait till we see like the hands going across.
You can see it. I saw it for the first time yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, I filmed part of it. You won't be able to see it. It's like almost like when the water shakes in Jurassic Park, because it wasn't a kick. It was just like a move.
A ripple.
Yeah, but right before the movement, I did see a kick. Like my tummy went. Whoop!
Wow.
And so I started filming, and it took like 2 minutes for this bitch to move again.
Of course. 301 responses to Lizzie's review.
No way.
Girl.
I did not. I feel bad. I do feel bad, but not that bad, because it was bad, you know?
And if the manager was interacting with your one, she definitely is aware of the 301.
It feels like she should have called me and offered me something to take it down, right?
Yeah, I think so.
What the fuck is up with that?
I don't know. The manager responded?
What did the manager say?
Turn the microphone on. What did they say, Chris?
Hello, Lizzie. I'm so sorry to hear about your experience. I would love to connect to discuss this further. Please let me know the best contact time and information with you. There's an email. Thank you.
I already talked to her. Yeah, I already talked to her, and I got my money back. And then she offered me more services. I said this all last week, but there's not a chance in fucking hell I want more services there. No.
Okay, so am I the asshole?
Am I? Continue.
Okay, so every day I walk my dogs.
Yes.
And we live in the mountains, you know, like
You're not picking up your dog poo?
it depends on where they go. If it's in the middle of the street, or if it's like clearly at like the base of someone's gate, I'm going to pick it up. I'm like a good Samaritan. But and the neighborhood's so divided, because I'll be walking sometimes, and like one of my neighbors always says, well, if it's not in somebody's pathway, it's actually good for the earth. It turns into fertilizer, la-di-da-di-da. You go 4 houses down, and before your dog even poops, they'll be like, you need to pick that up. And it's like, my dog isn't pooping, hasn't pooped, didn't show you he was going to poop, but I get that you want the dog poop picked up. So I use my best judgment. If it's going to fall down the cliff in 2 seconds, or if I can take a leaf and like throw it to where it's going to go down, I'm not going to pick it up. I'm not going to carry a dog bag while I'm holding 3 leashes with 3 crazy dogs. And there's this one woman that is an older woman. She doesn't have any dogs, and she does the same daily walk that I do, but she's always holding all of her trash. She does she's picking up not only people's dog poop, but the trash.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
I feel like every time she catches me towards the end of a walk and she doesn't see me with dog poop bags, she's thinking, I know one of those fresh shits is your dog.
I'm sure.
And she never confronts me on it, but I feel like she's loud and proud with her holding her trash, passing me without any dog poop bags. And at some point I just want to be like, but if my dog's poop is way out of the way and we're in the middle of nowhere, does it matter?
Yeah.
Like, does it matter?
I mean, to her.
I mean, it's her neighborhood too.
Yeah.
So I guess it does.
She might not be picking up your dog's poop, though. It sounds like you're making this about you, and she doesn't.
Well, sometimes my dog will just have laid a fresh one, and then she'll pass me. And she doesn't see them leaving it.
Yeah.
But she'll walk past it, and she's got to know, like, if she sees it, even though it's off the beaten path, she's got to be like, that motherfucker. And I feel like I can feel it in her face every time she passes me. And so today, oh my God, I felt so great because I didn't even see her coming, but my dog's pooped on the path, and I'm a good person.
Yeah.
So I picked it up
Yeah.
and I look up and it was her and I was like, oh my God, she caught me in the
saw.
act.
She knows.
She thinks I'm great. I feel like it undid all the bad, because she's never caught me not picking up
She's
the
also
poop.
never said anything.
She's never said anything, but
So
she
you
says something.
saying the
way that-
neighborhood patrol is out to get you.
She is. I can't explain
This sounds
it.
a little bit
She's
like...
like walking with trash bags. It's like she's doing community service. It's
giving-
like she's done a crime.
It's giving, they told me it wasn't about me, but what if it is? You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift understands.
Yeah, I did, but this is a little different.
It's not. Though you should. I pray to God that one day you're walking with me when she passes me with her trash bags,
And we feel
looking
it?
at me like a
Yeah.
good person,
Okay.
because she is picking up dog poop,
Just
specifically dog poop.
maybe you should pick up your dog's poop.
I do if it's in the way. If it's in front of somebody's gate or if it's in the middle of the road, I pick it up.
Gotcha.
If it's more than a foot off the path in the mountains, I'm not picking it up. Half the time it's in debris, like fucking things that are growing up. I'm not going to pick through a plant.
You need to up the distance. To be a foot is not much.
It depends on how visible and the placement.
Yeah, so if it's a
understanding.
If it's hidden a foot off the path, you're gonna let
You
someone
walk
step
with
in
me.
it.
You know.
And sometimes I think I'd pick that up.
Oh my God.
I was walking Icky and Bubs, and they like Bubs double shits all the time, but it's never a convenient double shit, so I can use the same bag.
I could kill Honey for doing that.
It's so annoying.
I could kill her.
It's like 3 bags a walk. And one time I like ran out because it's like the way our poo bags work is it's like you get warned on the 3rd bag, and we're on the walk, and I'm down to 2 fucking bags, and Bubs, no, I'm out of bags at this point. And Bubs shits, and I'm just on the phone with Joan. I was like, oh, God damn it. This motherfucker just shit on someone's yard. And I don't have a bag right now. And so like mid shit, I'm grabbing a big leaf, like a magnolia leaf, and I'm putting it under his butt to catch the poop so that I can take it over. Because to me, I'm like, if I throw this in the gutter, at least it's out of a walkway.
And
this woman in the house comes out. She goes, you don't bring dog bags? And I was like, no, I'm just fucking out of dog bags, you nasty bitch. She goes, I have some. And it's like, I go, thank you so much. That's so convenient. It's almost like you heard me out here struggling with a leaf to pick my dog's shit up because I would never leave it on your fucking yard. Thank you for the bag, bitch. Because I was in the middle of being considerate. Right. And she was a nasty bitch. Also, your car needs to go to the fucking mechanic because your smog check is not passing. It reeks like fucking shit. No one's trying to steal it. You don't need a fucking car jack thing on your fucking wheel. And you might need antidepressants. You seem really upset. I'm pregnant. What do you want from me, bitch? I was so nice to you. Sorry.
So then once you do pick it, also mine isn't like my neighborhood isn't, you're not walking past houses with any sort of exposed yards. Like nobody has their grass accessible.
No, it's wilderness.
It's the mountains.
Yeah.
So like if they're pooping on anything, it's like in front of a gate or the side of a fence that is in the middle of the mountains.
I don't think you're
It's
an
a little
asshole.
different.
It's okay.
I'm just painting the picture for them because it's not
They're
like
gonna
a
think you're an
neighborhood
asshole.
where we're walking amongst people's lawns.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was gnarlier when you took down the Girl Scout signs.
Right.
Yeah.
So then, are you allowed, if somebody's trash can is on the street, to just dump your
I want to know that
poop bag?
too. Because I put my poop in anyone's bag. Anyone's can.
I don't do it if somebody's out and about walking, but I do it.
Oh, I do it.
Because it's like,
Well,
it's
I'm
a
not
trash.
gonna hold this.
And the way I think about it is if somebody put their dog poop in my trash can on my street,
Yeah.
fine. I don't care.
I noticed someone.
It's a trash can.
Yeah, I noticed someone else's poop in our thing. And I would prefer that because also there's a shit on our walkway right now that's not my dog shit. And it better be a fucking raccoon shit because if it's another dog shit and you didn't pick it up on my walkway, bitch, the fuck?
So,
like also Icky like shitting on one lawn and someone let their dog shit there and didn't pick it up. And I'm like, they're going to think this is my dog. And it's not. And I'm pregnant. I'm not picking up your dog shit. What if there's parasites in it? Obviously, you don't care about this animal because you're just letting him shit willy-nilly and you're not picking it up.
okay, part 2 is we have cleaners come once a month to do just like I do the daily pickups, the daily cleaning the kitchen, but like a deep clean once a month just to reset the house. And every fucking time, I love these cleaners, by the way. They're great, but every time they leave, I go to do the dishes and my fucking sink brush is missing.
Oh, you've talked about this before.
And then I find it in the fucking cleaner bin where like all the products are. So they're stealing it from the fucking kitchen sink and cleaning the toilets with the kitchen sink brush. I have toilet brushes all over the house. This should be illegal.
Yeah.
This is disgusting. And now how do I clean my dishes?
We'll get a new brush.
I know, but how many times do I have to get on Amazon to
Sounds
order
like
a new
once
brush?
a month. If
No.
that's when the cleaners come.
I'm confronting these people too.
Good
It's
luck.
crazy.
God bless you.
It's crazy. Like what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I definitely feel like you've talked about this before.
Well, it deserves to be talked about again.
I mean,
and any of you that use a fucking sponge in your kitchen sink, you're gross. Okay, moving on.
Gnarly.
So you did watch the Challengers? You like threw it out after I had talked about the Challengers. The next week you were like, I tried to watch the Challengers and it sounded nasty.
Couldn't sit through it for 1 second. It's almost like a silent film.
After she defended it so hard.
I know. I was really excited for it. I thought it was
me.
going to be super sexy, and I was just like, I don't care about this.
The Fall Guy came to digital, and I loved it.
I tried to watch it also, and thought it was very fun.
Shane could not get into it, and I was like,
I can't get into it either, but I think it's very fun.
You think the story's going one way, then it goes a different way, then it goes a different way, and I just like the little joyride that it is. Like, it's not groundbreaking, but it's fun.
It's very fun. Great cast.
It's a very fun ride, and I just thought, damn, you got to give it to Ryan Gosling because you can tell how hard he tries.
Oh, yeah.
In every aspect of his life. Like, to have a body like that, I'm like, damn. You have kids, you have a wife, you have jobs, and you're still at the gym like 7 hours a day to look like this in a movie? Like, god damn, I could never.
Spoiler alert. I'm going to spoil a scene in the movie. Sorry, I'm vomiting in my mouth. Him scream crying in his car to Taylor Swift.
Was it
fucking
that great?
Killed me.
I think that's where Shane checked out because I started screaming. Like screaming. I started screaming.
Yeah. He's so committed to the bit too, but not in a big way. He's just silently crying while All Too Well is playing, and he's having all these flashbacks of this failed relationship. And then the girl shows up at the window and she goes, were you just sitting in your car and crying to Taylor Swift? And he goes, no. And then he just pulls his shirt up like wipes the tears off his face like really discreetly.
Also, did you see the trailer for It Ends With Us? I didn't read the book, but I know there's like a big drama around the casting of Blake Lively, whatever. So the new trailer came out for the movie and I was like, oh, let me watch it and see what it's going with. The Taylor Swift song is so loud and so distracting, it feels like a joke.
Oh no.
I'm just like, why did you do this?
What's the song?
I forgot. It was I couldn't even focus on the trailer because the Taylor Swift song was playing so loud, and I was like, is this just because you could get the rights because Blake's her best friend?
I'm going to say something controversial.
What?
I'm not a Colleen Hoover girly.
Shane knows her.
Personally?
Yes.
Fuck me, man.
Doesn't matter. The rest of the world is Colleen Hoover girls, and I don't read, so.
I mean, I read her book Verity because it was highly recommended, and it's just porn.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's what most women probably want.
I mean, I get it now that I'm pregnant.
Okay. And then I tried watching the J-Lo movie. That is something I could not do.
No, there is a good movie on Netflix right now with Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick called A Simple Favor. And it's very fun and twisty-turny. It's kind of shot like
new?
Yeah. It's kind of shot like a made-for-TV movie, so it's not visually stimulating, but it is fun nonetheless.
Wow.
It's about a mommy vlogger.
Who's the mommy vlogger, Blake?
Anna Kendrick.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It's cute.
Okay, we have a little bit more to get to, but we've been talking for way too long. So
Let's get in the fucking
we'll
car.
See you in the car.
Let's go get some trash food that's going to make me puke in my mouth.
Period.
Woo!
We all know there are things in life that you have to compromise on, but when it comes to your health, there should be no compromise. So don't go back to that doctor who uses your appointment to catch up on the latest headlines or fill you in on the family drama just because they're available right now and take your insurance. Instead, check out ZocDoc, the place where you can find and book doctors who make you feel comfortable, listen to you, and prioritize your health. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. Once you find the doctor you want, you can book them immediately. No more awkwardly waiting on hold with a receptionist, and all the doctors have verified reviews from actual real patients. We're talking about booking appointments with tens of thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed, credible doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat basically any condition you're searching for. The typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is just between 24 and 74 hours. That's it, and you can even score same-day appointments. I love and live for ZocDoc. I'm so serious. You could be out of town or on a vacation and pull up ZocDoc if you're in need of a doctor and so easily find somebody to help you with your needs. I've done this when I go to Colorado and my primary care specialist isn't there, or I need to hit up a chiropractor, and I can rely on these doctors who are not only in network, but have great reviews. So go to ZocDoc.com/thesip and download the ZocDoc app for free, then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/thesip, ZocDoc.com/thesip.
One, take two, marker.
What's up, bitches?
You guys, we're in for a real treat today.
Why?
Well, first of all, I never really go to like pizza places, and I don't order pizza places either. So this is.
I had pizza yesterday.
From where?
This place called Danielle's Pizza in my neighborhood, and I got their
Way to dox yourself.
Greek pizza with pesto because I've been having heartburn.
That sounds incredible.
Still had heartburn after I had it, so maybe my baby has a lot of hair. Silver lining.
Well, today we're at Pizza Hut, and I've been seeing these cheeseburger pizza melts.
Ooh.
So,
What?
I mean, you're gonna see. You're gonna see.
Pizza melt.
Yeah.
The melt is what I'm hung up on.
Yes, it's like a cheeseburger pizza melt. How else do you want me to say
I
it?
guess I don't understand what the melt means.
You fold in the cheese.
I also got their chocolate brownie dough bites. No, they're chocolate donut bites.
Huh?
That's for dessert.
Okay.
And I had never seen fries at like a chain. I've never had fries at a chain pizza place, so I got a side of fries.
I looked up a picture of it.
It looks really good.
It looks really good.
So here she is, our cute little girl. Oh my God! Let me get a
Okay,
close up.
I've got a real quick opinion.
I'm sure you do.
It's a fucking quesadilla.
Oh, yeah. You know, I thought it would be more pizza doughy. The photos, the promotional photos. Wow, this is nice that they do this.
The fries look really good.
And you want to know the thing that's crazy?
No.
I said, "Well, do you have ketchup for those fries?" And he goes, "No."
Fuck off.
And I said, "Do you have ranch for those fries?" No.
Yes, the fuck you do. You're a pizza establishment. You have ranch, you fucking maniac.
Maybe they don't have ketchup, but they have to have ranch,
They
right?
have ranch. Do you want me to go in there and ask
Will
for
you
ranch
grab
right
one,
now?
Chris?
Is that
That is
psychotic
crazy.
if I go to get ranch right now?
My God.
You want to go back in and say, "Hey, get me some ranch"?
Yeah.
I mean, they have to. At a Pizza Hut, they have ranch.
100% they have ranch.
Unless they ran out.
No,
which-
they have ranch.
I don't know. May I have a napkin, please?
And I go, "Well, do you have plates or napkins?" He goes, "No plates. I have napkins." But otherwise, he was nice.
He did seem
But,
very
like,
jolly when we walked
What's
in.
he gonna do if there isn't any? Yeah, let's try one of these. These fries do look incredible.
Yeah.
These are fucking good.
Are they?
Yeah.
Chris did find a packet of ketchup from a different adventure we had. I don't know where it went.
Or give us some marinara sauce, brother.
Wow, the fries are incredible. Oh my God. Did I put the ketchup back? I don't know where. Oh, it's under your phone.
Ooh, shit.
Maybe just sprinkle a little bit on top. Yeah, grab a fry. Maybe just like try to evenly coat them. You know what I'm saying?
Ah! Sorry. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's going good.
That wasn't the even cut I was
Shut-
hoping for.
Shut your mouth. Shh.
That's a good fry.
What? These fries are delicious.
That's a good fry.
There you go. There
I
you
love
go.
French fries. That's one of my biggest weaknesses.
Yum.
All right.
Just in general, French fries are like one of my favorite things ever.
Good, because if they weren't, you'd probably be a bad person.
These are so much better. I hate McDonald's French fries. Sorry.
Oh.
I had the best
Hot
French
take.
fries this weekend with my family. We went to Heavy Handed, the burger place.
Oh.
And
I
they
didn't get
cook
an
their.
invite.
Do you want to come?
I didn't get an invite to anything you did with your family.
You can come. You can always come.
Oh, this is you can't. This is like a in the past. It already happened. You can't invite me now.
That's fair.
Okay, let's take a bite of these. You can have the first bite, Elizabeth. I liked that crunch sounding. Look at. Oh wow, I do like the nice little fold. It's pretty meaty.
The inside is kind of sexy.
You didn't like it?
It's hard not to like. The Parmesan on top of the crust is pretty fucking delicious. It's just not it's not a hamburger. It's a quesadilla. You know what I mean?
It's hardly a melt,
It's a folded piece of pizza.
but the dough
It's like
is less than.
they're gaslighting us into thinking it's something it's not. Because that's not a cheeseburger either, brother.
I mean, it's not delicious.
It's delicious.
I'd rather have just a regular slice of their pizza though.
Folded.
No, I just like a regular.
I mean, I
slice.
do fold my pizza because I'm not crazy.
That's so weird.
No, it's not.
I agree that it's not what's being advertised, but whatever it is, I love it.
It's delicious. I'm not saying it's not delicious. It is a lie.
They're lying to the advertising is not up to snuff.
Yeah. It's like when I told my husband I was a cool girl when we met.
We're far from cool.
We're far from cool, but we're still delicious.
Wow, it is good though.
Yeah, it fucks.
It is really tasty.
The Parmesan cheese on top saves the whole cracker.
My problem...
Because it's like eating a cracker.
Yes, my problem's with the crust.
Yeah.
I would rather have it be more of a pizza crust.
Yeah, like I'd rather it
I feel like I'm
be
missing
a
out
fucking
on pizza.
cheeseburger.
I'd rather just have it be a piece of pizza.
Yeah, I don't...
Do you know what it is? I love a thin pizza.
Oh, you like a New Haven, Connecticut char.
Yeah.
I get it.
This is that.
I mean, I would never reject it, but their fries are better than the cheeseburger pizza.
Also, get some fucking ranch, brother.
Yeah, what's wrong with them?
They're lying to us. And it's
Is it because
homophobic.
That is a lot.
Is it because their ranch costs money and he didn't want to give me a free ranch?
Charge
but he could
you,
have been like,
yeah.
It's charge.
Yeah, pay for it. Crazy.
Whatever, I like it. I think the flavors are nice.
I think it's good. I really do think that what saves the cracker part of it is the Parmesan cheese.
I'm not sure which cheeseburger has ham in it though.
There's no cheeseburger element in this. It's sausage and bacon and ham. There's no burger. Maybe there's some cheddar
onions.
cheese in it. There's onions on a fucking pizza.
Yeah. I get
It's
what they're
delicious,
saying.
and I'm upset about it.
I get what they're saying, but you're right.
I want to go back in and say, can I have a piece of pizza?
Are you going to?
No.
Oh. I want to go back in there and say, where's your fucking ranch?
The thing I love about pizza is the stuffed crust. Pizzas, that's like...
Why did we fuck? And it was so, I will say, it was infuriating, their online ordering system. Not easy.
No. Great guy, though. Really sweet. I could tell when we walked in, that energy was sublime.
The guy was great.
Yeah.
But I finally just did a call order because I was like, I can't do this. Everything was separated in so many different categories.
Thank you very much for this.
You're welcome. Let's get into these.
Please do. Whoa! Wait, what the fuck are these?
These are chocolate donut.
This looks like
Somethings.
the charcoal my husband asked me to buy when I called him on my way into Ralph's just now.
Honest. Oh, did you get it at Ralph's? Is that what
No.
took you so long?
No, he had me looking for a special kind because apparently some of it is toxic.
Wow, I got
Leave
him
it to
thinking.
get Gwyneth Paltrow to be like, grab this specific kind of lump charcoal.
So these are chocolate donut bites. They look delicious. Injected with chocolate cream, it looks like.
I hope it's cream.
Took Sharon down on this.
Do you know what it feels like loving someone? Ooh, ooh, ooey gooey.
They really put a lot in this, too. It's not just like a tiny side. A little dry.
A little. I would say it's charmless. It has the taste and the texture of something that's supposed to be healthy and isn't tasty.
It does taste like a vegan dessert you would get at Erewhon.
Right, but this is not good for you.
And if they told you, like, oh, this is really healthy with all raw ingredients, and you got it from Erewhon for $10, you'd be like, delicious.
Delish. But this...
Taco Bell or Pizza Hut unhealthy?
Yeah.
This is super disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, incredibly disappointing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna eat something like this is...
Wait, stop eating it for a minute and let the after effect hit in, because it's like almost like lightly salty and gross.
I had so much more fun at Little Caesars, even though they were assholes to us.
Honestly.
The food experience was better at Little Caesars.
It was really disappointing. The middle got better, but...
Do you want to pick up our document, Elizabeth?
Would you like me to? Because I'm dying to say some nasty shit about a 10-year-old. And the audience fucking loves when I shit talk children, so let's get it.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm normally for nepotism,
We know.
but when you're like... When you can deliver inside of your nepotism is when I'm
Yes.
for it.
Yes.
If you're not delivering, it's
Get
like...
the fuck out of the Hollywood Bowl Northwest. Everything you do...
There was a live action Lion King at the Hollywood
Because
Bowl.
it's the 30th anniversary of the Lion King.
2 nights.
2 nights at the Hollywood Bowl. A bunch of celebrities turned out to do different numbers from the musical.
Was Northwest both nights like in the thing?
I don't know, but Northwest played Simba in I Just Can't Wait to Be King. She seemingly refused to wear the regular wardrobe. Cannot sing. And I can't sing either. But I'm so confused as to why, and people paid at least like $60 a ticket to see this show.
I would have been, if I was one of the parents, been like, okay, this is a really big opportunity. Let's get, like, if you're going to take it, let's take this seriously and get you in some
I mean, if I was the parent, I would really quickly be like, why did you ask my talentless child to do this? And do I want to put them on a stage in front of the world on the internet
where assholes like us are going to talk about it?
It's impossible not to talk about because it's like she's almost nasty in it. And when I say nasty, I mean like mean. Like watching after the way she talked to Kim on the show, like all of it is like really hard for me to get behind any of. Because it hurts my feelings. Mm-hmm. She's the 10-year-old that you go to babysit and she hurts your fucking feelings and you're like, wow, I hate you. And then sometimes she posts a TikTok where I'm like, oh, she's a really sweet big sister. Give me more of that. Show me North of service. Stop showing me North being serviced, though, because I hate it.
I just couldn't believe there's probably so many talented people for that specific role.
Yeah.
And it's like, had she come out and killed it, I would have been like,
oh,
damn.
yeah.
Damn.
Fuck yeah.
Like, good on nepotism.
No, she seems like an asshole through the whole thing. And the other thing that killed me is I didn't know what was going on, but I got like a series of text messages from my former intern. And it was all TikToks, and it's like, girl, I've told you I do not have TikTok. And I like opened it, and I just messaged her, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Is this a school play? Why are there adults in this?
And then you realize it's at the Hollywood Bowl, and it's like for the anniversary, and you're like,
yeah, huh?
Huh?
Who signed off on that?
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Did you see it, Chris?
No, but if she can't sing, why let it happen?
How did you miss it? It's going so viral. Even Ryland saw it.
I'm never on the internet when I'm not working.
I actually texted you about it. I saw it.
Yeah, Ryland texted me about it after my intern. He was like, have you seen this? It's like, yes, I have. You spent a lot of time on Instagram this weekend.
I know all the thing I know. Wait, I know
you
all
sent me
the
like a bunch
things
of
that I
reels.
know because of you guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You
know nothing. Because we know nothing. We live in a little bubble of make-believe. So, sound off in the comments below what Chris needs to know. Because we're not telling him. But yeah, before I get even nastier about a 10-year-old, I don't feel great talking shit about her. But she really upsets me. I'm going to be honest. And I think it's because I've been around rich girls like her before and I've babysat them. Like, I babysat this psychopathic 10-year-old boy one time who was like, my parents know the Obamas. But he was so mean, and he was so mean to his little sister that I didn't want to leave him alone with her.
This one has filling.
Is that one good?
They all have filling.
The one I had didn't have filling like this. This one has ooey gooey filling.
So that one's actually good then.
Wow, your filling was cooked.
Well,
I'm looking at it.
I don't know if we could classify it as good. It tastes like brownie batter. Well, it's
Why
brownie
are you still
batter.
eating them? They're disgusting.
No.
Well, I am hungry. It's lunchtime, but
You're not going to be
I know.
a happy camper.
Ooh, that one has a lot. Oh
Yeah,
my
this
God.
one's really oozing and goozing. Can you just hold this so I can ooze and goose for them?
Do you want me to do the next topic, or do you just want a moment of oozing and goozing?
Depends. What's the next topic?
South Park mocks Ozempic.
Oh, right. About Lizzo?
Well, more so, it's kind of about Ozempic, and it's a lot of other movie parodies. I tried to watch it and then fell asleep because I'm tired. Not because it was boring, because I'm sleepy. But so South Park has an episode of Ozempic where Randy wants to get in with the cool moms who are on Ozempic, and Cartman wants to get on Ozempic so that he can stop being obese. And the doctor says, you can't afford Ozempic, so what we're going to give you is Lizzo. And Lizzo is just body positivity, where you have to consume Lizzo content all day, every day.
And then people on Lizzo, one of them says, I've lowered my standards and expectations.
Oh my God.
But the side effect of Lizzo is shit starts leaking out the sides of your ears. And then you get so
I
obese.
didn't see that part.
Yeah. And then you get so obese that eventually your insurance does cover Ozempic.
Oh my God. I think I just snotted. And so what's like the most savage of all of this is she live reacted on whatever.
Lizzo live reacted.
And what's that called? Like stitching?
Yeah.
She goes, I'm going to stitch to this. I'm like, ugh, I hate TikTok. I'm going to stitch to this live. But she did it.
Yeah.
And it was.
She's like, she said something like, I can't believe that I've become so good at what I do that I've been iconically recognized for it on South Park.
She just took ownership of it. And she was like, yeah, I've instilled body confidence and I'm proud of that.
Also, Lizzo instills confidence in moi.
Yeah.
It's all over the board. So, I do love Lizzo. I stand Lizzo.
I think that's enough.
I
visual of this right now with her scrolling.
What do you want from me? I'm pregnant.
No,
don't help me.
I
I don't shave my thighs anymore.
Here, let me just show.
I'm holding my rib in agony and you're outing
Scroll
me.
like you were scrolling. Oh, okay. Beautiful day.
What's up with this lizard?
Oh yeah, okay. We'll end on this.
Also, that lizard looks like a poop.
You scroll flawlessly with your toe, by the way.
Thank you. I can also write in cursive. with my
Okay,
toes.
this was an email to our podcast email, contactthesip@gmail.com. Hey guys, I just wanted to introduce you to Lizzie Gordon. She's a wild lizard that lives in my garden. My husband started calling her Lizzie Gordon one day last summer, and I asked him if he even knew who that was, and he said no.
How did he use that name?
He doesn't watch the podcast, but has seen me watching and has just heard Lizzie's name, and I thought it was the perfect lizard name. Anyways,
A lizard that looks like a poo.
I'm watching you guys on Shane's podcast last week and thought Lizzie needs to meet her real life lizard counterpart. She's incredible. We love her and we say hi to her every day.
Wow. Thank you guys.
Wait,
And so this is Lizzie's.
Lizzie the lizard.
that's Lizzie.
And now she has 2 different species named after her: my alpaca
Right.
and this lizard
And a human baby.
and a human baby.
Well, Ellie's not really named after me, but she's not because we do have the same name. You know what I'm saying?
Who's Ellie?
Are you kidding me? You ask this every time. It's Katie's baby.
Oh, that baby's not named after you.
Then why is her name Elizabeth? She's not named after me.
Okay, you guys.
We've made far less about me.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the podcast. We so appreciate you being here, and we will be back next week. Subscribe to everyone's YouTube channels, follow us on Instagram, and listen to what?
I'm so sorry, North.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, girl. You know what? I hope to God you're living your best life because we all know you can afford to. And that's great because honestly, God knows where you'd be without that money.
I know,
and
but
nepotism.
we know affording a great life doesn't always equal happiness. We've seen Chloe
Yeah.
live in misery in her rich world.
Well, Chloe's also not a bitch like North, so maybe she's just gonna keep having a good life. I'm trying to make it better, and that's the fucked up part. This is me trying to make it better. North, I'm sorry, girl. I'm 34. What do I know, dude? You're 10. Go fuck around, bitch. Enjoy the fucking Hollywood Bowl.
She's doing way better than us.
If anyone called me at 10 and was like, come sing on the Hollywood Bowl, I'd be like, I've made it and I'm great.
What do they say? Nobody doing better than you is hating on, or nobody that's doing better than you is hating
thinking
on
about you.
So North is doing better than us because we're
North-
sitting here in a car eating Pizza Hut
North
talking about
literally-
Northwest while she's probably living a fantastic, beautiful, wonderful life right now.
Yeah, I gotta be less bothered by her.
Okay. We'll see you guys later. Goodbye. And that's the sip.